I'll start with 1 gram of my graphite flake in this glass container, and to this add 4 grams of 93% sulfuric acid. My oxidizer of choice is 2 grams of ammonium nitrate, which will react with the sulfuric acid to form nitric acid in solution. The byproduct of this is ammonium sulfate, which is highly soluble and won't cause any problems. Other nitrates like potassium or sodium nitrate will work just as well, but the byproduct is less soluble and will form a sludge that will need extra stirring. As soon as the nitrate dissolves, the acid will start to fume, but this can be contained by placing a watch glass over the top. Fully intercalate. Intercalation is what this process is called, when you force something like sulfuric acid to distribute through the layers of graphite. Strangely, with smaller flake, like this number 2 graphite, which is about 250 mesh, it not only takes more time to react, but also an elevated temperature of about 100 degrees Celsius for at least half an hour. I'm not sure why that is. Smaller particle size almost always makes reactions go faster, so this is a weird one. This mix has now sat long enough, so it's time to neutralize the acids and collect our graphite. It can be dangerous to mix concentrated acid with water because it gets very hot and may splatter or even break the container. Standard practice for diluting acid is to add it slowly, drop by drop, into water. So that's what we'll do. I'll scrape out the graphite mix a little at a time into a separate container with about 50 mils of water inside. Once done, I may risk adding some of this acid and water mixture back into the beaker directly just to flush out the little bit of graphite stuck to the sides. Now, I've found it takes about 20 grams of 10% janitorial strength ammonia to neutralize the quantity of acid remaining after making this 1 gram batch size of expandable graphite. You really want to make sure the acid has been diluted before you add this ammonia, or it will definitely boil. Adding a little at a time with stirring destroys the acid. You can then test the pH to make sure the acid is gone, and then pour it through a coffee filter to collect the result. It's a good idea to wash this once or twice more with clean water before letting it dry on the filter. And here is the end product. To confirm that our method worked, we just need to apply some heat.